Welcome. Today we will discuss speed estimation through adaptive flux observer. It is the speed adaptive flux observer. It is the Leuenberger observer. So it is a state model based observation. So first we will derive the state space model. State space model of induction motor in stationary reference frame. So we start with rotor side. So what are the rotor voltage equations? Rotor voltage equations. Say rotor voltage V alpha R, rotor R for rotor and alpha axis. V alpha R is given by R into I alpha R, resistance drop, plus induced EMF d psi alpha R by dt, and rotational EMF is plus omega R into psi beta R. And similarly for the beta R winding, V beta R is R into I beta R plus transformer EMF d psi beta R by dt, then rotational EMF is minus omega R into psi alpha R. So because for motor operation the rotor circuit is closed, the rotor voltages are 0. So V alpha R is 0, V beta R is 0. Let us number, this is equation 1, this is equation 2. To eliminate the rotor current I alpha R, in equation 1 we do manipulation. First of all, rotor current is inaccessible, so I alpha R is to be eliminated. So how I alpha R will be eliminated? Psi alpha R is given by L R into I alpha R plus L M into I alpha S. So this implies the rotor current I alpha R is psi alpha R by L R minus L M by L R into I alpha S. So using this expression of phi alpha R in equation 1 and simplifying, we have d psi alpha R by dt is minus R by L R into psi alpha R minus omega R into psi beta R plus R L M by L R I alpha S. So this is what we have eliminated the rotor current I alpha R, because rotor terminals are inaccessible and we don't want that. So we have expressed d psi alpha R by dt in terms of psi alpha R, psi beta R and I alpha S. We want to keep psi alpha R and psi beta R because we want to estimate them, and I alpha S is measurable output. So we have this equation, and this is, let us number, this is equation number 3. So, this is for the alpha winding. So, we similarly from the equation 2 and eliminating I beta r, we get the equation that is d psi beta r by dt. It will be similar to equation 3, except that speed EMF term will be of opposite sign. Omega r is the rotor speed in electrical radian per second and psi beta r is the flux. The rotational EMF will be opposite sign for this axis. So, d psi beta r by dt is minus r r by L r into psi beta r. Then rotational EMF is omega r into psi alpha r. Then plus r r L m by L r into I beta s. This is equation number 4. Further, it is proved that in last class only we have proved this d psi alpha r by dt is L r by L m into V alpha s minus L r by L m R s plus sigma L s into d by dt of I alpha s. We have obtained this in last class. This, let us number, this is equation number 5 here. And now equation 3 and 5 both express d psi alpha r by dt using different variables. So, now equating equations 3 and 5, we have from equation 5 d psi alpha r by dt is L r by L m into V alpha s minus L r by L m into R s plus sigma L s d by dt of I alpha s in equation 5, and in equation 5 same thing is written as minus R r by L r psi alpha r minus omega r into psi beta r plus r r L m by L r I alpha s. V alpha s minus R s plus sigma L s into d by dt of I alpha s. We multiply L m by L r on both sides. So, we get left hand side is this, right hand side is minus R r L m by L r square psi alpha r, then minus omega r L m by L r psi beta r plus R r L m square by L r square into I alpha s. So, now we take sigma L s d I alpha s by dt to the opposite side. So, sign reverses and we assemble all the terms in the other side. So, we have this sigma L s into d I alpha s by dt is first it is R s plus R r L m square by LR square into I alpha S plus RR Lm by LR square into psi alpha R plus omega R Lm by Lr into psi beta R plus V alpha S. So, from this we get d I alpha S by dt is, first term is, in the numerator we have R S into Lr square plus RR into Lm square divided by we have sigma Ls Lr square. We have a minus sign before I alpha S term, please check it, minus sign into I alpha S. So, plus RR Lm by sigma Ls into Lr square into psi alpha R plus omega R Lm divided by sigma Ls into Lr into psi beta R plus 1 by sigma Ls into VAS. This is the expression giving dynamic change of phi alpha S. Let us number, this is equation number 6. So, in equation 6 we have expressed d I alpha S by dt in terms of I alpha S, psi alpha R, psi beta R and V alpha S. So, in the same manner we can write an expression for d I beta S by dt, you can derive it in the same procedure. For the other pair of equations we can derive d I beta S by dt. So, we have d I beta S by dt is minus R S into Lr square plus RR into Lm square divided by sigma Ls into Lr square into I beta S minus omega R Lm divided by sigma Ls into Lr. This is the speed EMF term due to psi alpha R. Then plus RR Lm divided by sigma Ls Lr square into psi beta R plus 1 by sigma Ls into V beta S. Let us number, this is the equation number 7. So, equations 6, that is d I alpha S by dt, equation 7 that is d I beta S by dt, equation 3 that is d psi alpha R by dt and equation 4 that is d psi beta R by dt. These equations constitute the state equation in state space model given by x dot equals to Ax plus Bu. This is the state equation, let it be equation number 8, and output equation is y, that is c into x. Okay. So, here Ax is the state vector and we have states are I alpha s, I beta s, psi alpha r and psi beta r. These are the state variables. State vector x is the transpose of this, and in u is the input vector, that is v alpha s and v beta s are the input, because in the induction motor we apply stator voltage, apply voltage to the stator. So, in alpha beta frame the voltage components are v alpha s and v beta s. So, this is the input matrix. And what is output? Output, first are the currents, current components I alpha s and I beta s are the two outputs of this model. So, with this, what is the input or control matrix B? That is 1 by sigma Ls in 0, then 0, 1 by sigma Ls, 0, 0, 0, 0. This is the input matrix. And output matrix C is 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0. This is the output matrix. And state matrix A will be obtained from equations 6, 7 and 3 and 4. Combining, we will get the state matrix A, which is A is first minus R s into L r square plus R r into L m square whole divided by sigma L s L r square. Second term is 0, third term is L m R r by sigma L s L r square, and fourth term is omega r L m divided by sigma L s into L r. First row is like this. Second row, first element is 0, second element is same as first row, first column element, that is minus R s L r square plus R r L m square whole divided by sigma L s L r square. Third term is minus omega r L m divided by sigma L s L r, and fourth term is L m R r by sigma L s L r square. This is the second row. Third row is L m R r by L r, then 0, then minus R r by L r and minus omega r. Similarly, the fourth row 0, L m R r by L r, then plus omega r, then minus R r by L r. This is the 4 by 4 state matrix. So, omega r is the speed of the motor, and corresponding to this we have, we can say state matrix A is a function of speed omega r. As you can see, A matrix has all the several parameters and only variable is speed. So, A matrix is a function of speed omega r. So, let us write the estimated speed that is omega r hat, that is omega r plus delta omega r. Let us assume there is a error in speed estimation by amount delta omega r. So, that estimated speed omega r hat is omega r plus delta omega r. So, corresponding to this estimated speed matrix, system matrix A hat will be a function of omega r hat, and let us write it has two terms. So one is A, another term is delta A. System matrix for the estimated speed is A hat, that is A plus delta A. So with this we obtain delta A. Delta A is A hat based on the estimated speed omega r hat minus A, that is based on speed omega r. So it is given by 0. 0 means it is a 2 by 2 null matrix. Then we have minus delta omega r by C1 into J matrix, that is a 2 by 2 matrix, and here also we have 0, that is a 2 by 2 matrix, and other term is delta omega r into J 2 by 2 matrix. So here the J matrix 2 by 2 J matrix is 0, minus 1, 1 and 0. This is a J matrix, and 0 2 by 2 is a 2 by 2 null matrix. So that delta A also has 4 by 4 dimension 4 by 4 matrix, because there are, as you can see, two null matrices of 2 by 2. So there are 4 rows and 4 columns. J is this, and of course we have use the parameter C1 here. C1 is given by sigma Ls into Lr by Lm, and delta omega r what we have used is estimated speed omega r hat minus omega r. Delta omega r is the speed estimation error, that is omega r estimated speed minus actual rotor speed, and C1 is the constant which you have used in delta A matrix, is obtained from A matrix. Now we will go to the second part, design of speed and state observer. That means we estimate the speed and the states. So speed estimation. So we have omega r hat is the estimated speed which you want to estimate, and x hat is the estimated state vector for x, estimated state vector for x. So with that the state observer equation is given by x hat dot equals to A hat into x hat plus b into u plus g into y minus y hat. Let us number, this is equation number 9. So as you can see, for as the estimated state x hat also has to satisfy the same state equation of state for state x. So we have this part of the equation x hat dot equal to A hat x hat plus b u. It has to satisfy the same state of equation for the x. Now last term in equation 9, it is the prediction error correction term. So what is y hat here? y hat is based on the estimated state x hat. So, it is y hat is c into x hat. So, if x hat equals to x, that is state estimation error, E, state estimation error E is actual state minus estimated state. If x hat equals to E, then state estimation error is 0. Then y hat is also same as y. So, y hat is same as y. So, g into y hat minus y, or say y minus y hat, y minus y hat is 0, implies no correction as no prediction error. When the prediction error is 0, E is 0, then last term is 0, so it is no correction. If x and x hat are unequal, then there is a prediction error. Based on the error, the last term is added, which brings the system estimation error to 0. G is the observer gain matrix. G is the observer gain matrix. So, observer gain matrix G will be designed properly so that estimation error decays to 0 in the required time. Observer gain matrix is designed according to that. And why we have taken y minus y hat? Because we have actual output y, that is c into x, and because outputs are measurable, say outputs are currents I alpha s and I beta s, outputs are measurable, we can measure the output and compare with the estimated. So, this is the measured output y given by actual state x. Then we have estimated output y hat, that is c into x hat based on the estimated state. Because we have the measured output and the estimated output, y minus y hat is the error in output based on estimation error. So, this is used for correction, and observer gain matrix is the multiplier which brings the estimation error E to 0 in required time. This is the principle of observer with prediction error correction. So, in this equation, to see how the error comes to 0, subtracting equation 9 from equation 8, we have x dot minus x hat dot is, x dot is a x and x hat dot is a plus delta a into x hat, and second term cancels, bu term cancels in both, and third term is absent in equation 8, but present in equation 9. So, we have minus g into c in gc into x minus x hat. So, we can write this is a minus, no, a into x minus x hat minus delta a into x hat minus gc into x minus x hat. So now combining first and third term, we have a minus gc into x minus x hat minus delta a into x hat. So first point, if observer gain matrix G, which is there in the prediction error correction term, if G is properly designed, we can design it. How? What is the target of designing? If observer gain matrix G is properly designed, then matrix A minus GC has eigenvalues with negative real part. So this equation from here we have, because error is x minus x hat, we have error dynamic E dot left hand side is A minus GC into error, that is x minus x hat minus delta A into x hat. So let us number, this is equation number 10. So if observer is properly designed, we can by properly designed through A selecting G, we can have A minus GC matrix with all its eigenvalues with negative real part. So in that case, in the above case, if delta omega r, that is omega r estimate minus omega r is 0, if it is ensured that delta omega r is 0, then corresponding to delta omega r, delta A equal to 0 and E dot is A minus GC into E. So because A minus GC has eigenvalues with negative real part, as from solving the previous differential equation, this differential equation E dot equal to A minus GC into E, this is a first order differential equation in vector matrix form. So as t tends to infinity, E tends to 0. So estimation error comes to 0 with time. T equal to infinity means it is asymptotically exponentially decaying with time. The error decays exponentially with time, and finally after 4-5 time constants of the system, the error comes to 0. So estimation error decays to 0. That is the case with delta, if delta omega r is 0. Now we design a state observer and speed observer so that it ensures both. That means first thing it ensures delta omega r approaches to 0, speed estimation error approach to 0 asymptotically, and E state error E also approaches to 0. We design the observer to jointly estimate the states, 4 states, and the speed delta omega, speed omega r. So this is to be ensured, this is the target of the observer. For that we can use a control algorithm also to so that speed estimation error decays to 0. Now this is the observer theory. So next part, how to design a stable control and estimation scheme. To design a stable control and estimation scheme. So Lyapunov-based analysis is done. So let us define a Lyapunov function. That is, V is the Lyapunov function defined by E transpose into E. E is a vector, so it has also a transpose. So E transpose into E into 1 minus lambda into omega r hat minus omega r square. Previous equation was 10, let this equation be 11. So here lambda is a positive constant. Lambda is a positive constant. So E is the state error x minus x hat, and last term is speed estimation error. So from equation 10 we have the derivative dv by dt, which is E transpose into E dot plus E transpose dot into E plus 2 into delta omega r by lambda into d omega hat by dt. So in this approach we consider omega r is a slowly varying parameter. Practically speed varies very slowly, so we consider speed to be a parameter. Omega r is a slowly varying parameter. So we neglect the time variation of omega r. We consider d omega r by dt, because for a given speed the estimation error should decay to 0. So we consider d omega r by dt to ensure that omega r hat approaches to omega r, the estimation error to decay to 0. So and here delta omega r is, in this equation delta omega r is omega r hat minus omega r. So from 10, equation number 10, we have the derivative E dot is A minus GC into E minus delta A into x hat. So this implies E transpose dot is E transpose into A minus GC transpose minus x hat transpose into delta A transpose. This is the transpose. So now adding these two equations, last two equations, we get E transpose into E dot plus E transpose dot into E is E transpose is first term E transpose is pre multiplied with E dot, so that we have E transpose into A minus GC into E minus E transpose into delta A into x hat. In the second term, E is post multiplied with E transpose dot, so we have E transpose A minus GC transpose into E minus X hat transpose into delta A transpose into E. So, this we can write as E transpose E dot plus E transpose dot into E equals to E transpose pre-multiplied with A minus GC plus A minus GC transpose into E minus E transpose into delta A into X hat plus X hat transpose plus delta A transpose into E. Let us number, this is equation number 13. So, we have let us write let us evaluate E transpose into delta A into X A hat, that is E error vector is error in I alpha S, error in I beta S, error in psi alpha R, error in psi beta R. So, E transpose is this, and delta A is 0 2 by 2 minus delta omega R by C1 into J2 by 2, then 0 2 by 2, then delta omega R into J2 by 2. This is the delta A, and X hat is the estimated state. So, this is the estimated I alpha S hat, estimated I beta S hat, estimated flux psi alpha R hat and psi beta R hat. So, we have this as E I alpha S, E I beta S, E psi alpha R, E psi beta R. This is the error vector transpose, and multiplying the matrix at the 4 by 4 matrix at the center and 4 cross 1 vector at the right, we have delta omega R by C1 into psi beta R hat minus delta omega R by C1 into psi alpha R hat minus delta omega R into psi beta R hat delta omega R into psi alpha R hat. So, this is the one. So, this is equal to delta omega R by C1 into E I alpha S into psi beta R hat minus E I beta S into psi alpha R hat plus delta omega R into E psi beta R into psi alpha R hat minus E psi alpha R into psi beta r hat. This is after multiplying the from the in the last equation. So, in this equation we have C 1 which is given by sigma Ls Lr by Lm. It is very small compared to 1. So, for that reason delta omega r by C 1 is much larger compared to speed delta omega r. So, in the last equation we have the terms delta omega r here and delta omega r by C 1 first term, second term is delta omega r and its coefficient. So, because delta omega r is very small compared to delta omega r by C 1, we neglect the term delta omega r last term into E psi beta r into psi alpha r hat minus E psi alpha r into psi beta r hat. We neglect this because delta omega r is very small compared to delta omega r by C 1, other term bracketed term is almost same. So, if we neglect this, we get the simplified equation, that is, I am writing here. So, simplified equation is E transpose into delta A into x hat is nearly equal to delta omega r by C 1 we have into E I alpha s into psi beta r hat minus E I beta s into psi alpha r hat. This is the one we have. So, now in equation 13 we have derived the first term in the bracket like this, E transpose delta A into x hat, and because last term, that is the x hat transpose into delta A transpose into E, last term is just transpose of the first term. So, last term is transpose of the first term. So, we have total bracketed term of bracketed both the terms will be, they will have the same value. E transpose into delta A into x hat is equal to x hat transpose into delta A transpose into, because both it is a scalar only, it is a constant value. So, both are equal. So, for that we get in last equation of term of equation 13, that is E transpose into delta A into x hat plus x transpose hat into delta A transpose into E, because both the terms are equal and we have derived the first term, it is 2 into delta omega r by C 1 into E I alpha s into psi beta r hat minus E I beta s into psi alpha r hat. Let us number, this is equation number 14. Now, using equation 13 and 14, 13 we have already derived, 13 and 14 in equation 12. Equation 12 is dV by dt. Equation 12 gives the dV by dt. dV by dt is E transpose into E dot plus E transpose dot into E plus 2 into delta omega r by C 1 into d omega r hat by dt. This is equation number 12 we have derived earlier from the Lyapunov function V. So, using 13 and 14 in 12, we have in equation 12 we have dV by dt equals to, from 13 we have first term is E transpose whole into A minus GC plus A minus GC transpose whole post multiplied with E, then using 14 it is minus 2 into delta omega r by C1 into EI alpha s into psi beta r hat minus EI beta s into psi alpha r hat from 14, and last term is 2 into delta omega r by C1 into d omega r hat by dt. This is equation number 14. Previous equation was 15. This is equation number 15. So, now in equation 15, if we analyze, we have if A minus observer is properly designed, this bracketed term will decay to 0 because A minus GC has eigenvalues with negative real part. So, bracketed term decays to 0. So, for stable estimation, that means all the estimation errors should decay to 0 with time. We should have V should be positive definite. It is a Lyapunov function. V must be positive definite, and dV by dt as per Lyapunov's criteria, dV by dt should be negative or at least 0, negative or 0. So, as you have seen in equation number 11, V is always positive. We have selected the Lyapunov candidate such that V is always positive, because in V we have E transpose into E. This is sum of the error squares. Then another term is 1 by lambda. Lambda is positive. Omega r hat minus omega r square. So, this term is always positive. V is always positive. So, now the target is dV by dt should be 0 or negative, should be negative. If dV by dt is negative, then the estimation error will decay to 0 with time. So, for dV by dt should be negative. As you can see, the first term, that is if observer gain matrix is designed properly, the matrix A minus GC plus A minus GC transpose has eigenvalues in negative real part. So, it will ensure the error to decay to 0. Now, if under what condition, if the second term and the third term cancel each other, third term of equation 15. In equation 15, when the last term and second term they cancel each other, then only first term remains, and if as the A minus GC has eigenvalues in negative real part, error will be decay to 0. So, for stable estimation we require d omega r by dt, as we have concluded, d omega r hat by dt must be lambda by c into EI alpha s into psi beta r hat minus EI beta s into psi alpha r hat. So, this is equation number 16. So, if equation number 16 is satisfied, then the second and third term of 15 cancel each other. So, only first term remains, and by designing the observer gain matrix G, we ensure that the matrix A minus GC has eigenvalues in negative real part. So, estimation error decays to 0. So, what we see, and also we have to ensure the speed omega r hat should approach to omega r. So, that means speed estimation error is delta omega r approaches to 0. If delta omega r has to approaches to 0, how it can be ensured? If in equation 16, if the speed omega r hat is proportional to the term, then the right hand term of the equation 16, then with time the speed estimation error will decay to 0. So, for that we must have a control algorithm, so that omega r hat equals to some proportional control ensures improves the response, proportional control improves the response. We want the speed estimation error should decay to 0 as soon as possible. So, omega r hat must be equal to E I alpha s into psi beta r, as we have got in equation 16, psi beta r hat minus E I beta s into psi alpha r hat. So, this proportional control ensures the speed becomes estimated speed becomes satisfies this equation as soon as possible, but only proportional control may not be sufficient, because we want also the steady state error should be 0. To ensure the steady state error, we add another term, that is k I into integral of E I alpha s into psi beta r hat minus E I beta s into psi alpha r hat dt. So, this integral term ensures that speed estimation error decays to 0, and first term ensures speed response becomes faster, and we have the equation number 16 satisfied, so that the speed estimation error decays to 0 as well as test estimation error decays to 0. So, this speed estimation, this is a PI adaptive scheme is used for speed estimation, and Kp and is the proportional gain, Ki is the integral gain. The speed estimation accuracy is good in this observer. Estimation error tends to be more dominant as the speed approaches to 0. Thank you for attention.